I found out my neighbor was secretly stealing electricity from my house, so I locked the outlet. He completely lost his mind. I moved into a small duplex about 6 months ago, and at first, everything seemed totally normal with my neighbor. Let's call him Dale. He's in his 70s and has lived in the other half of the building for like 20 years. The first few months were fine, just the usual neighbor stuff. Quick chats about the weather, grabbing the mail at the same time, that kind of thing. Nothing weird. Then July rolled around and I opened my utility bill, and it was almost double what it should have been. I live alone, I'm careful with the AC, and I'm out of the house for about 10 hours a day because of work. There was no reason my electricity should be that high. At first, I thought maybe the company messed up or something in the building was leaking power, but a couple days later, I noticed something strange outside. A thick bright orange extension cord was running from the outlet on the side of my porch, hidden behind some bushes, and it went straight into Dale's garage. I honestly thought there had to be some explanation, so I walked over and asked him about it. I wasn't even mad yet. I figured maybe his power went out or he had some temporary issue, but Dale didn't look embarrassed at all. He just casually told me the previous tenant didn't mind if he plugged into that outlet sometimes. Apparently he's been running his power tools and even an extra freezer in his garage from my outlet because his own garage wiring is finicky. I told him right away that I absolutely did mind, especially since I'm the one paying the bill. I asked him to unplug it and said if his wiring is bad, he should probably talk to the landlord about getting it fixed. He gave me this half-hearted apology and pulled the cord out, and I thought that was the end of it. But 2 days later, I came home early from work, and the cord was plugged back in again, running through the bushes like before. At that point, I wasn't even going to argue with him again. I just drove to the hardware store, bought one of those plastic locking covers for outdoor outlets, the kind that closes over the plug and needs a key to open, and installed it on the outlet. Nothing dramatic, just a simple lock so nobody could use it except me. Later that evening, I suddenly heard a bunch of frustrated yelling outside. I looked out the window and saw Dale standing at my porch outlet trying to shove his extension cord into the locked box. He kept pulling on it, shaking it, even trying to pry it open with something. When he finally realized it wasn't going to open, he immediately stormed over and started pounding on my door. The second I opened it, he started yelling. He didn't even try to deny that he'd been using my electricity. Instead, he went straight into this rant about how I was being petty and disrespectful to my elders over a few cents of electricity. According to him, putting a lock on the outlet was basically me trying to humiliate him. He said locking a neighbor out like that was a slap in the face, and then he started going on about how he's lived in this building since before I was even born, so he should have some kind of say in how things around here are handled. Meanwhile, I'm just standing there thinking, it's literally my outlet and my power bill, but somehow, in his mind, I'm the one being unreasonable.